Hey guys, Dr. Alice from Bremner here with Atlas Chiropractic. Happy New Year, happy 2020. I know that I'm really excited for this new year. So far it's been awesome and we're only 9 days into it. And today I want to talk to you about my personal experience, the very first time I've ever went to a chiropractor. You know, and I think a lot of people think chiropractic is strange, like voodoo magic or like a witch doctor or something like that. And I think that maybe just people don't say that to my face, but they probably are thinking that in their head. So let me tell you about my very first experience seeing a chiropractor. I was in high school. I was playing varsity volleyball, and during a match I went up for a block and I came down on my opponent's foot and just really badly twisted my ankle. I was on crutches, I had to be carried off the court, and I was really bummed out because we had a super important match in about a week. And so one of my teammates was like, hey, you should go see my chiropractor. And I was like, that sounds dumb. Why would I go to a chiropractor? I just hurt my ankle. Like, that makes no sense. To be fair, I had no real idea what a chiropractor did or why I would want to go see one. But I did know that I wanted to play really badly in that game the following week. So I said, meh, what's the worst that can happen? So I booked an appointment, and this was an old school retired chiropractor. He was probably, when I saw him, I don't know, 60, 65 years old. So he had a room in his house that he was still seeing patients. Anyway, so I come in there on crutches. I'm in a lot of pain. My ankle is like a freaking watermelon. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I'll be able to play next week. So I go in there and he takes my foot, and I'm like super scared because it hurts. And he pulls on it, there's some cracking and popping, adjusting, he does a little ultrasound, different things, and he adjusts me, and I got off the table and I was pretty much able to walk. Still a little bit of pain, but I was like, holy crap, you're a witch doctor. And for the longest time, my family and myself called him the witch doctor. That's who I would go see when I got hurt, which I thought was super funny. Looking back at it now, that was my impression of chiropractic. But I was able to play in the game, and I have no idea if we won or not, but I just remember being super impressed, but not really understanding what chiropractic was or how it worked. And I was a teenager, I could care less. All I knew is if I was hurt, I would go see him, and then I was able to play. And so throughout high school, even when I was in college, when I would come home, that was like 3 hours away, I would always make sure to go see him because I also played collegiate basketball, and he really helped me out through those times. So now, being a chiropractor, I can imagine that people think that chiropractic is super weird and they don't really understand it. And so I wanted to just briefly talk about how chiropractic works, and this office, how we do a very specialized kind of chiropractic. So one, chiropractors are doctors of the nervous system. So I know a lot of times you would think, oh, chiropractors like crack your back, or oh, you have a back problem, go see a chiropractor. And absolutely, chiropractors can be very effective in helping lower back pain, but that is just a small portion of what chiropractors do. And so your joints and your spine, they protect a very important thing, your spinal cord, right? And so that is life. All of your nerves come from this top part of your neck, and they go to every part of your body. So that's very, very important, don't you think? And what happens is over time, through what I call micro traumas or macro traumas, micro being repetitive traumas, so let's say you sit on a computer all day long and you're doing this, right? So over and over again, you're having these micro traumas to your spine and your body. A macro trauma could be something like a car accident or a slip and fall, or you're going snowboarding and you kind of hit your head. What happens there is you have a big trauma. In each of these circumstances, your body always tries to protect your spine because it's super important. And one of the ways that your body protects your spine is by putting in scar tissue. So scar tissue is very helpful in getting your body to be able to function. And the thing about that is that when you have the scar tissue that puts into your body, it basically saves your life because it allows you to kind of with the area and make it so it is stable. The problem is scar tissue does not move the way that normal tissue once did. So over time, when people have these traumas that are built up, they can cause altered biomechanics, which is kind of a fancy word for saying the way that they move. And when they don't move properly, you can have all kinds of problems. And so what a chiropractor does is by putting motion into those joints, it helps not only the biomechanics, so you're moving better, but that actually that adjustment fires information to your brain, which are why chiropractors are doctors of the nervous system, because it all has to do with your brain function after an adjustment. Now, moving towards this office at Atlas Chiropractic, we are really concerned with how this top joint is moving in your body, because that has the most input to your brain. So we see a lot of post-concussion syndromes, vertigo, migraines, sleep issues, because a lot of times people have had multiple concussions over their life. They've had car accidents and they've had these big traumas. What happens is the scar tissue builds up in this top joint, and that really affects the way the brain's functioning. And so a lot of times people will have these car accidents and then symptoms start to slowly creep up. At first it's just pain, then it turns into a little bit of uneasiness or maybe some vertigo or dizziness, then it can turn into headaches, then it can turn to sleep issues. And the problem is, if they never restore that motion, which is actually the problem that they're having, they're never going to find a solution. So a lot of times they'll take medication, they'll get some sort of massage on there, which will help a little bit, but they never actually restore the motion, because what you need to do in a problem like that is, one, restore the biomechanics, and then two, that will restore the neurological function to the brain. When that happens, your body is able to heal, and then you feel a whole lot better. So in conclusion, chiropractic is not voodoo magic, even though it can seem like that, because a lot of times people have these problems that no one's been able to help. They come in, they get adjusted, you know, oh my God, I feel better. I've never felt like this before. And it seems like voodoo magic, but really it's just working with your body and its ability to heal, because your body's awesome. And I just want to share with you my story, because I thought it was kind of funny, and how I used to call my very first chiropractor witch doctor. Hopefully you guys don't call me that, but if you do, that's fine, as long as you're coming in with your appointments and you're getting better. So again, Dr. Allison Bremner, I will see you guys later.